Check, check, check.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We're on air.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess we're on air.
on
Hey,
air.
everybody, I'm Shane. I'm here with Seth Walker.
Yes.
Hi,
Good
Seth.
evening. Good evening, Shane.
How are you?
Really good.
Yeah.
Beautiful night.
Enjoyed the
Thanks
show.
for having me.
Of
It's great.
course.
Good to be back.
So you haven't been here since the
I think
pandemic
I
started.
think it was Valentine's show of 2019.
Okay.
Was the last time I was here. Pretty sure.
It's a long time.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Somebody's saying no.
It's like
I think
like
somebody's
a-
saying you're wrong.
huh?
So I think somebody out there is saying you're wrong.
Well, I'm sure I am wrong.
It's been a while. I know it was
Yeah.
pre-pandemic because I've been doing these interviews with.
Yeah, I definitely
Since
have
the
not been
pandemic
since the
started, so-
pandemic.
Well, it's great to have you back. So
Yeah,
you're-
thank you.
You're in South Carolina now?
North Carolina.
Yeah, well,
I'm in Asheville.
I'm from Texas. It's all the same.
Yeah, it's homecoming for me. I grew up near. I don't know if you know where Greensboro is.
I've heard
Greens
of
is
it.
kind of in the middle of the state.
Okay.
I grew up out in a country out there and on a farm. To musician parents.
Yeah.
And the first place I really came to was Texas. It was
Okay.
yeah, it was I was 23. Technically the first place I went was Jacksonville, Florida, actually.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
That was my
Jacksonville.
uncle. He was a great jazz bassist, and he was the only guy I knew that was in the music business
Okay.
outside of my coop.
Right.
And so I did that, and I quickly realized I wanted to come to Texas and just kind of sling it.
So I guess
you know?
Austin was the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1995.
Oh, you've been in. I didn't know you.
1995. The
I was
old
in Austin in 95.
Were you really?
Yeah, I worked at Emo's.
Oh, really? Okay.
I was a youngster running around
Oh
like a
God,
heathen.
I was playing down on. Do you remember Joe's Generic Bar?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
used
yeah.
to play to like 2 people at Joe's Generic Bar on a regular basis if I was lucky.
I might actually seen you play at some point. Who knows?
You were probably drunk at the bar.
No, I don't. No.
No.
Not me. So I usually start these off by the history of the artist and the duck, and you've been playing here for at least a good 15, 12, 10 years now.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It was probably.
You used to come with a full band. I remember that.
Yeah, I've done full band shows. I've done some duo things. I've done solo, of course. I think the first one I did was with Bruce Robeson.
Okay.
I think I did like a little baby
Yep,
opening
okay.
set. I did a Christmas tour of his.
Mm-hmm.
I think
The Bruce
I
and
think
Kelly
that
thing?
was, yeah.
Okay.
I think that was it.
We still do that.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, it's a
Oh
hit.
man, those guys are amazing.
People love it.
Yeah, it's great. That was probably in like 2005 time frame.
Okay.
The memory is a little shaky, but somewhere around that
So it's
time.
been a while.
It's been a while.
All right. So you ready to get in these hard-hitting questions I got for you?
Yes, I'm ready.
What was the first record you purchased with your own hard-earned money?
The first record I purchased with my hard-earned money. It was a CD.
It was a CD.
It
Wasn't
was,
a cassette tape?
Oh God, what am I? Oh, so it could be a cassette tape
Yeah.
too. Oh man, it might have been Run DMC, the very first Run DMC record. Oh, I love that.
That's not a bad one.
Oh,
We've had
man.
some bad ones.
Oh, I was a break dancer, you guys.
I was too.
Yo, yeah.
We're probably pretty close to
Oh
the same.
shoot,
When
man.
Breaking 2 came.
Turbo. Oh God.
I was
yeah.
the ozone guy. I was the ozone guy.
Yeah, I was the Turbo guy.
We'll do a centipede off.
I
after
think
this is
Run
over.
DMC. I mean, I was into so much of that.
I had that soundtrack.
The Breaking soundtrack with Nucleus and all that stuff
Mm-hmm.
on there. I listened to Big Daddy Kane and Heavy D.
Oh yeah, that
and
explains becoming
all
an
that
Americana
stuff.
artist. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. So what was the first concert? Same vein or something?
The
completely
first
different?
concert I ever saw. Now when we're talking about the
Both. The one you got drugged to and the one that you wanted to go to.
first one, technically the first one that I ever went to was Doc Watson. I was 5
that's
years
pretty
old.
cool.
And the first concert I went to without my parents was In Excess,
Oh, nice.
Devil Inside.
Was it that? Which
And
tour
then,
was it? Was it that tour?
That was a great tour.
That was that
it was
tour.
great. I was probably 16, and then but the one I really remember was Lionel Richie. That was my second one. Yeah.
We just
Hello.
We went and saw Lionel Richie in Vegas right before pandemic started. We all
So many. It's so many.
Oh, he did all the
hits.
Colin stuff.
It's so many hits.
It was
It's
a lot.
crazy.
It was a lot of Lionel in 90 minutes. So
yeah,
I was
got
good
your
for
dose.
about 60.
You got your dose.
Yeah, I got my dose of Lionel. So do you have a guilty pleasure song, or like a one-hit wonder, a guilty pleasure, or a song that you hear?
that I love to listen
just
to?
a song you hear and you can't turn it off, like it comes on your radio.
Oh God.
Like mine's Bop. Love
Which
it.
one?
Bop. By Hanson.
The Hanson.
It's a perfect pop song. Think about
that
it.
is a damn good one.
It is.
Oh God, let's see. Well, I would probably. I mean, that Thriller record, just yeah, probably
Thriller
something
record.
of that.
Yeah.
Off the Wall, Billie Jean. I remember just jamming to that.
That's a great record.
Yeah.
So-
the other one that I used. Oh, I know what it is, dude. It's It Takes Two. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. Whoa! Yes. Yeah, that was Rob Bass,
That was Rob Bass.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Oh,
No.
No.
Rob
He's a hip hop guy here.
Rob Bass and DJ something.
Okay.
That might be a guilty pleasure.
So, did you have a defining moment in your life where you heard a riff, heard a lyric, saw something, a girl paid attention to you that made you want to play music
Play
for
music.
the rest of your life? It's been a lot of the girls have been a lot of the answers. Or was it just sort of like you said you had?
Well,
a
I grew
family
up
member?
playing music,
Yeah.
so it was kind of wired and woven into me since I was really, really young.
Okay.
But I do remember that was classical music. But I remember when I was in college, these guys were playing Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay.
And I was like, what the? I had never heard Stevie Ray. And I just for some reason, the blues music, like, it just spoke to me, the bending of a string, like, because, I never would do that with classical music,
Right.
And there was something that touched me that I just deep-ended into that whole genre of music. So I can't remember your question now, but
Like a defining moment in your life that was like
it was
made
in
you
my
wanna do
dorm. It was
music.
in my dorm room when those guys were playing.
Okay.
Whatever it was, Cold Shot.
Right.
Yeah, Cold Shot.
Whatever was
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
All right, nice. That's one of the. I guess I got to Austin in '92, and I guess he died in.
He died in
I'd
1990.
Was it? I think it was '90. Yeah,
August
The
26th.
one thing I wish I would have been able
1990.
to see him, but
Yeah. Oh,
Unfortunately.
his spirit, the fire he had. There's a thing called a video of his called Live at the El Macombo. It's
yeah.
a little video it's a little club in Canada, and I watched that thing 825
Oh, yeah.
times. I was so taken with it.
There's this thing on YouTube. They do reaction videos. Have you ever seen these things?
No.
Where it's like hip hop guys will listen to like metal and
Oh,
a lot of them do
interesting.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, and they've never
Yeah.
heard of him. They're just all like, "Oh my!" It's really interesting. It's fun to watch
that's
them.
kinda cool.
But
Cool.
I don't know why I want them to like a Megadeth song so bad, but I do. But it's kind of an interesting thing if you're ever really bored.
I went to a concert. I got dragged to a concert with
There was a privileged
Megadeth,
friend.
Anthrax, Slayer,
Yeah, it's the greatest show of
and
your life.
Alice in Chains.
It's the greatest show of your life, wasn't it?
I was hanging out with the cops. I mean it.
So on that note, Sharon Osbourne calls you and says, "Seth Walker."
Sharon Osbourne, Ozzy.
Yeah, she is. I am starting the Folk Americana Ozfest, and seeing as my husband is the Prince of Darkness, he
Yeah.
can resurrect any artist to be in your band.
Prince of Darkness.
So who is in your band, living or dead?
In the band?
Yeah, in your band. You can be living or dead.
gosh.
You said you didn't want to be prepped.
Thank you. I'm digging this. I would probably go with like James Jamerson on the bass, who played on all the Marvin Gaye records. He's one of the baddest dudes ever.
Okay.
I'll probably have
Stevie be your rhythm guitarist?
no. I'd have Freddie Green,
All right.
who played with Count Basie
Yeah.
on guitar. Might have Ray Charles on piano,
Yeah.
backing me up, playing a little nice little flavor behind me, Ray. I probably have Art Blakey on drums. I'd have Cannonball Adderley for sure on
Okay.
tenor or on alto.
You're going deep into the jazz blues.
That's
here.
that's I mean that's to me those are like the titans of
Right.
music to me.
Okay. Nice.
I might have Willie Nelson in there too.
He can be your backup singer.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go with, you could be like
Could be a big
you
band.
Could be like Lyle Lovett's
It could be
band.
a big band, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
your world.
Doc Watson, yeah.
So the big question of the night is, what have we been quarantine watching? What shows on Netflix and Hulu
Oh
and
gosh.
Amazonian? What are you watching now? We need new shows. All the people here, we need shows.
You need shows?
I don't know what they do.
Let's see. What did I watch a bunch of? I rewatched all The Sopranos.
Yeah, I went down that one.
That one. Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island.
Let's see what I watched a lot of documentaries.
Yeah,
I watched a bunch of the Ken Burn ones. I watched a great one on Mark Twain. It was just so great.
Did you watch the Bee Gee one? The one on the Bee Gees?
I watched
Wow.
all that.
That was
really,
amazing.
really, really, really good. Oddly enough, I didn't watch that much TV during it. I wrote that book. That's what I spent most of my time doing was just
you're
like
a better person than me,
staring
Seth.
into this thing and
You're a better person than me.
yeah.
I guess it takes time to write a book.
It takes a little time to write a book, yeah. And it was not a something that I planned to do.
Right.
I've been a songwriter my whole life, and so I'd written some poetry, and I'd written some like little, anecdotes or little words from the road,
Right.
Mm-hmm. And just so turned out that my next door neighbor, she wrote a story about me in the East Nashvilleian. I was living in Nashville at the time, and she turned out she was a wonderful poet and an editor. So we would meet in the front yard, and during the height of all this,
Right.
And I said, "Hey man, check out. Will you read one of these things?" She's like, "Man, this is pretty cool." And we just started. She really helped me. I mean, tremendously. Her name is Leslie LaChance.
Okay.
And she helped me tremendously.
So this
be
really
like-
was generated during the pandemic. The whole thing.
Oh yes,
Wow.
I started writing it around March of 2020. I mean, literally, like right my tour got canceled, and I just started, and then reading a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I studied a lot of, the masterclass thing. That's what I watched a lot of.
Oh yeah.
Because I studied David Sedaris, I studied Malcolm Gladwell, I studied Billy Collins, all these different guys, because I had never written anything, and I wanted to just try to sponge as much as I could. I knew I had a voice, but I needed to really get some tools.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
That's an
Thanks.
accomplishment if you ask me, writing a
Thanks.
book.
Yeah.
I love the name of it too. The Band's on Fire.
Yeah, your band's on fire.
That's
I took me
I mean,
a
it
long
kinda
time
grabs
to,
you.
I couldn't figure out what to call the damn thing.
It's like get in the van, the van's on
couldn't-
fire.
I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I had all these like lame ass names, like I can't remember now. But I hired a guy to do the graphic design.
Right.
And there was a story in there called "Your Van Is on Fire," an essay. And he sent me this picture, which is on the front of the cover and the T-shirts, and it had that flaming Volkswagen van. I was like, that is the title of my book and the cover of my
Oh, you
book.
killed it.
Yeah.
You killed it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to end this interview, I do some either ors. And just because you say you like one does not mean you hate the other one. It's just a preference. Because a lot of people pass and they don't want to hurt people's feelings. And it's, I say it's kind of like having kids. You want like one over the other one a little bit more than the other one.
I don't
Of course,
have any kids,
I don't have
but I
any
think
kids
I
either.
know.
I have a dog and a cat. I like my dog a little more. So, anyways, first one's Beatles or Stones, the universal one.
Oh, Beatles.
Beatles, easy.
Yeah.
Dolly or Aretha?
Ooh, you stumped me on that one. I'm gonna go with Dolly, actually.
Okay. Elvis or Sinatra?
I go with Sinatra.
Well, you have so many Sinatras. It's been shocking how many Sinatras there've been. I thought there'd be way more Elvises.
Did you say Elvis?
Elvis?
Yeah.
A lot of Sinatras.
Yeah.
Willie or
I
Johnny?
go with Sinatra. Huh?
Willie or Johnny? Johnny
No,
Cash.
Willie.
Yeah, we were going with that one.
That's easy.
Michael Jackson or Prince?
I know. I just know more of Michael's music. Michael.
I'm a Michael Jackson guy.
Michael Jackson,
Everybody
yeah.
picks Prince.
Yeah.
But Gaga or Madonna?
Gaga.
Billie Eilish or Adele?
Oh, Billie Eilish.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Audience says Adele, which is I love Adele. I love Adele.
I dig Adele too.
Billie-
Billie, badass, man. She's tough.
John Prine or Dylan?
Oh,
Freebo
man,
gave me that question.
is-
You know Freebo? He played here a couple of days ago. How come you don't have any folk people? It's because I can listen to it every night of my life.
John Prine or Dylan? Mm-hmm. I would have to go with Dylan.
Okay.
There's just so much of it. There's so deep. It's so wide. It's so, But good God, I love John Prine.
It's okay. So these are the last two I like to ask the singer-songwriter Americana folks.
Is that what I
NWA
am?
or Beastie Boys? Blues.
Oh,
Americana.
NWA.
I knew you were going to
Oh,
say
yeah.
that.
NWA.
You got to be hard, don't
Oh,
you?
yeah, NWA. I love that stuff.
Last one's Metallica or Sabbath?
I go with Sabbath.
Okay.
Tony Iommi.
You're wrong, but it's cool. No, I love Sabbath. Yeah. Well, that's really all I got for you. Unless you got anything anything you're pushing, anything else you want to say?
I'm pushing.
Beside your
What am I
book?
pushing, man? What you pushing, Seth?
You got anything to push on us?
No.
Any parting
man.
words?
Well, I will say I really appreciate what you guys have done here at the club to keep
Thanks.
this thing going. I know it's been hard on all of us, but when you're trying to run a place where you're having, attracting people to come into a small place during this has been tricky, I'm sure.
It's been tricky.
Yeah. You
Do
guys have done a
rockers
good
around
job.
the
I mean,
clock
with all
around
the
the-
new live streaming thing that you're doing and trying to improvise and pivot, we all have to,
But
do
we
a lot of
appreciate
that,
you coming. A lot of
yeah.
people aren't coming out, so
Yeah, well, thank you for having me.
of course. Thank
Yeah.
you. Seth Walker.